Is there a right age to learn to code? I get so many questions about this, and a lot of people think that they're too old to learn to code. But this couldn't be further from the truth. There is no age limit when it comes to learning something new. Anything, in fact. Especially when it comes to coding. You can absolutely learn how to code in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s. We have students in our community across all of those age ranges, and we could not be prouder. Speaking of a community, most of the students in my community are women, which is also something you don't see a lot of in tech. It wasn't all that long ago when we used to hear that careers in tech were just for men. Although it is still very much a male-dominated industry, that does not mean that women can't learn to code and get into tech, and we're seeing more and more every year. Maybe you grew up hearing this sort of talk and got discouraged, or maybe you just stumbled upon coding and you thought, that looks awesome. Either way, I'm here to tell you it is not too late and you are not too old to learn how to code. And if you're a woman wanting to get into tech, awesome. The more, the merrier. Now let's go back to the age thing, because there's actually a lot of benefits that you may not think about if you learn to code older than, say, in your 20s. When you start at an older age, you probably have a lot more years of experience under your belt. And it doesn't matter what you've been doing for all those years, it's how you can use that experience as an advantage when you are learning to code. Here's the thing, skills build on each other and nothing goes to waste. I always say to my students that learning to code and learning the tech skills, that's really the easy part, whereas the harder part is starting your own business. Because starting a business requires a lot of other skills that younger folks probably wouldn't have. So I guarantee you, your life experience will absolutely help out. Maybe you've worked in the education industry for years, or hospitality, or the beauty industry, or in medicine, in the medical field. Here's an example. If you worked in hospitality, you will have customer service experience, which is incredibly important and crucial for running your own business. I cannot even tell you the amount of times that I had clients come to me because they'd been ghosted by their last kind of coder, web developer, website expert who was younger, probably didn't have that same life experience. So just something as simple as responding, replying to emails, just being a good person and a good service provider. Those sorts of skills that you will have gained over time will make you a better service provider and better at offering your tech skills, your coding skills, your website skills to clients. Another example is maybe you've stayed home with your kids for years and now you're ready to jump back into the workforce. Now, I reckon you have pretty incredible organization skills and time management skills. It really doesn't matter what your journey has been. I guarantee you, you have experience and skills that will benefit you as you learn to code, learn tech skills, and start your own business. You could even stick to your industry in what you know and niche as you offer that tech service. I guarantee you every niche will need some sort of tech support. So if you already know that field, that industry, medical, education, hospitality, and then you can take that experience and combine it with your tech skills, unicorn! All those skills that you have gained over the years will absolutely help you in this journey. And tech skills are so in demand. So if you're worried about younger folks getting the jobs over you, I guarantee you there are more than enough opportunities out there. So definitely go for it. All right, so now I'm going to give you some of my best tips for starting out. Learning something new, especially tech, can be daunting at any age. So my number one tip for you is to find a community of like-minded folks who will be there and support you and encourage you as you go through this journey. I really can't stress this enough. Learning something like how to code and build an online business is a lot harder if you're doing it all by yourself in a vacuum with no support and no encouragement. Believe me, I know, because that's how I did it. It took me forever to learn to code, and it took me over 2 years to start my business and start finding clients. I wish I had a community back when I was learning to code, but I didn't. And that's why I created one, because I don't want you going through the same thing that I did. My second biggest tip is don't compare yourself to others. Everyone is different and everyone's journey is different. Just because someone learned how to code and started their business in X amount of time, that doesn't mean you have to as well. Take your time, learn your way, and do what works best for you. The only person you should compare yourself to is yourself from yesterday. I hope this has inspired you to get out there and learn something new, try something different, whether it's learning how to code, starting your own business, or something else. And if it did inspire you to learn more about the tech industry and maybe learn how to code, then I would highly recommend you check out my video, Why You Should Consider a Career in Tech. In that video, I talk a little bit more about tech and why you should consider a career in the field. All right, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.